The dimension update for Shapez 2 is out now, and whilst the team's been busy working on finalizing the new additions for you, I thought it would be a great opportunity to jump in game, break down all the cool new features, and talk about save game compatibility for when the update drops. And whilst we're at it, the game will be 30% off until the 10th of June, so if you've been waiting for a great deal before picking up the game, now's your opportunity. The first major addition is 3D construction. Currently there are 3 planes in which to build your factories, but we're pushing this further in dimensions. Previously, production lines could be placed on multiple levels using Q and E, while this has now been expanded to allow platforms to also be placed on differing levels, which is great for squeezing more into a given space, especially with the new platform layouts that have been added, whether for production or multi-level train stations. And some of your favourite platform shapes are returning too. Speaking of trains, they've been given an overhaul both to functionality and visuals. The 3 new train colours will help direct and control the flow of your trains as your facility continues to expand. You'll also make use of new transfer stations, allowing you to transfer resources between trains without having to set up large stations that unload, transfer, and reload cargo. And to help with organising your trains, new train stops have been added, allowing you to customise train behaviour and bring simple logic to your networks. Quick stops will only stop a train if it's able to load or unload something immediately, whereas a wait stop will allow a train to wait up to 30 seconds for a load. Alongside this, the shape unloader now allows you to choose which layer your train station should unload, allowing you to collect a selection of resources at a single station and distribute these items along several stops. One of the issues the team encountered with train packages was that due to the stations only holding a single package per layer, that by upgrading your package size through research meant loads took longer to accumulate, slowing throughput. To combat this, stations now store multiple smaller packages per layer, and these have a set size of 180 shapes or 1,800 litres per packet. And to reflect these changes, improving research will allow you to hold more packages per train. Whilst we're on the subject of long-distance logistics, we need to talk about space belts. Many of the advanced factories look like this, with multiple space belts feeding a single platform. But this meant space around factories became densely populated with space belts rather than facilities. As such, we've increased the throughput of space belts by 400%, allowing you to carry 4 times the resources to distribute to multiple factories with fewer belts. And don't worry, factory logistics are also receiving huge improvements. Previously, launchers had a set range, but to add more flexibility to the system, these launchers for belts and pipes, as well as wire transmitters, now have variable ranges between 2 and 5 tiles. On top of that, you'll be able to drag and drop conveyors across other belts to automatically place these. Splitting resources is currently as simple as dragging a conveyor from one line to another direction, but we felt this system could do with a little improvement. So to allow for more detailed control, we've added overflow splitters. This is great for redistributing resources to other areas of your factory, though if you're a stickler for everything running at a constant rate, you'll appreciate the UI improvements to the factory buildings, making it easier than ever to build efficient factory lines. And this is on top of the many other UI improvements, such as your operator shapes on display, shop categories, and wires displaying their contents when you hover over them. There's also a ton of other smaller changes, fixes, and improvements to make your gameplay smoother, and in addition to that, we're making it easier to search for specific shapes with a new shape filter. Just pick the shape you want from the drop-down list, select a color if necessary, and the map will illuminate with possibilities. And speaking of the smaller additions, global wire transmitters now have 2 inputs and outputs, one for the channel ID and one for the actual signal, giving you an infinite amount of channels to play around with instead of the old color-based system. And there's now an operator shape receiver building. This allows you to receive the operator shape definition for your transmitters. And there's new animations when placing and deleting platforms, there's new platform shapes, 2 new milestones to all scenarios covering 3D platform building and train hub delivery, and along with them new side tasks, operator shapes, and blueprint icons are now shown in large if just one is selected. All in all, this is a huge update, bringing a lot to the game, but it does come with a slight caveat. Save games from the current version of the game will be partially compatible, but may load with issues. For example, tunnels will be gone and need reworking. However, save games that are started in earlier versions will not be directly compatible. We have a potential solution for this. So the plan is to let you load up your earlier saves into a separate branch running the version 0.09, and from there you'll be able to continue playing the older save, or if you choose, it will then be possible to update to the dimensions update, and you'll be able to load your game, though you may need to fix issues that arise. As such, we strongly recommend starting a new playthrough rather than fixing your existing factories, but if you want to soldier on with your current save, then that'll also be an option. Regardless, I think you'll agree with all of the changes that are coming that Shapez 2 is shaping up quite nicely. But hopefully you found this little preview useful. If so, please let me know by saying, "Thanks Total, it helps a lot." And let me know the feature you're most excited to play about with now that the Dimensions update is out.